like what I want to, where I want to be in 10 years, or what I want to be doing. I don't know. I've always wanted to have like my own bakery, or be able to bake for a living, but I don't know. It seems out of reach for me. Kind of have to have money to make money, which I don't have. You know, I'm struggling financially right now. I'm tired of retail and Walmart and Waffle House, and now I just started as a delivery driver for, I think it's an Amazon partner service, but I don't even know if that's what I want to do. I like doing it because I'm by myself and I'm just driving, and nobody's like micromanaging. Well, I kind of do have a manager because I'm kind of envying micromanage, because there's cameras watching you the whole time you are working, non-stop, watching how you're driving, making sure you're stopping at a complete stop. They're making sure you're following all the rules. It's recording you, and the customer is like your micromanagement, because the customer put on there, if they don't like you. I've only done it 3 days, but because I just started this week. But I mean, the customer gives their feedback every single time. Well, it's usually the only time a customer gives their feedback is when they have something negative. People only leave a review when it's bad. They never leave a review when they're happy and it's good, because I mean, we expect, like, that's already expected, so why be rude? But I try to leave reviews because I know how it helps companies, you know? And at Walmart, all my customers love me. They all left me good reviews. They love the hell out of me. Like, one lady even called my personal phone, and because she would want me to take her order out. Anyways, I love working with customers, you know, except for those mean ones, which you get all the time, because you can't make everybody happy. But I don't know, I feel like I should be doing more. Like, I feel like I have no identity, like, outside of being a mother and being a significant other. Like, I feel like I should be doing more, you know, like, my family deserves more. And I know it comes from, like, my past, you know, like, my past, like, since I've been in recovery for a few years. I started off, I have a late start, because, you know, from 11 to 27 using, I didn't care about, I didn't even think I was gonna survive to be 30, like, and if I did, I was gonna die using. Like, that's what I believe. That was my honest belief. Like, that's what, like, I didn't care about anything, like, I had no faith in getting out of the lifestyle, getting out of the hustle of, you know, that, and using, and yeah, I had no hope. And now that I was able to make it out of the grips of addiction, it's like, all your problems do not stop once you stop using. You know, the drugs were the solution for us. The drugs were the solution, you know? What my problem was, I was depressed, I was sad, I was lonely. I was a little kid that didn't know that was normal to feel like that. Like, get over it. You're gonna feel like that. Always, when you're, like, right whenever you're getting older, you feel like that. I mean, kids kids think it's the end of the world when anything happens. They don't get attention for their mother. They feel like it's the end of the world. You know, like, oh my God, I'm gonna run away. I'm gonna, you know, unalive myself and this and that. But anyways, so I had a late start. You know, like I screwed up my background. I have a background already. I don't have charges of assault or anything like that. It's all drug related, and I feel like I screwed up my life by not. I didn't I didn't help myself at all. I didn't go to school. I was so smart in school. My GPA was so high. I graduated early. Like, I was like, oh, I'm gonna take a break because I graduated early. I'm not gonna go to college. I'm gonna go to college later. I have time. No. Instead, I chose to go to TDC instead. That was my extended education was in TDC. Anyways, I didn't go to college. I got a background. I continued working in like retail, and I was in management. I you know, Family Dollar, Waffle House, Walmart. But at one point I was a store manager, making really good, making salary while I was in active addiction. Like, I was still responsible when it came to work, but you know, it doesn't last because your addiction takes over. Like, that's more important. Making money, like the fast money. Fast money is more important than having to go wake up and be at work every day. That gets more important. You make a lot more money super fast. Nobody's on you. Like, and so yeah. So now when I try to apply to jobs, it's like they do background checks, and my charge is in December. It'll be 7 years old, but some places do go all the way back 10 years, and some places even further than that, you know. And then they want to see, like, do you have experience? Do you have a few years experience? Do you have this? Do you have that? Do you have a college degree? Do you have... And it's like, no, like, why don't you give me the job and y'all train me, which I'm the fastest learner, like super fast. I can retain information like really good. But companies do not want to start. They don't want to grow you. They already want you to be well-rounded. They already want you to know. They don't want to have to train. It costs them. I understand why it costs them more money to have to do that, you know. But I just wish more places would give you a chance, because, you know, that's where a lot of recovering addicts, or a lot of people that are getting out of jails and stuff, that's why they go back to the lifestyle, because it's easier. They feel like it's easier because, hey, you don't need credentials, you don't need education, you don't need none of that to make money in that lifestyle, you know. You just need to know people. Anyways, but it doesn't help our economy. Like, it doesn't help the people. Like, it doesn't. I would think you would want to rehabilitate people. You would want people to grow and do better, make money, so they don't have to go back to doing bad. You know, that's not an option for me. For me, that's, you know, that would be me picking death. I know what would happen if I went back into the lifestyle, you know, because I'm a lifelong addict. When you're in recovery, you're still technically an addict. Like, you still have an addictive personality. You still have the addiction is a disease. Like, it can never go away. It doesn't go away. You can treat it. It gets better. You can be in recovery. Like, you can treat it, but it's a disease, you know? Your brain don't just, like, the wires get fixed back again and you're all better once you stop using drugs. No, you don't, because addiction comes in other forms, you know? Instead of using drugs, now you want to overeat. Now you want to be obsessive and compulsive about other things. Like me, I'll obsess about other little things. Like, oh, I'm obsessive about wanting to bake and cook, wanting to exercise. Whenever I got into exercising, I wanted to exercise. I wanted to be really fit, really fast, and which is not bad, but whenever you do too much of something, it is bad. Like, when you obsess about something, it is bad. Everything is good in moderation. Like, eating is good, just don't overeat. Eat healthy, you know? I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do in my life. I need to come up with a game plan. I need to figure out, like, where I want to be, what I want to be. I just need to get the ball moving, because nobody's gonna do nothing for me, and I feel like people are okay with seeing you down and out. People are okay with, people don't want you to do better than they are, you know? And I need to do something different. My children deserve better. My loved ones deserve better. I deserve better for me. You know, I've accomplished so much, but you know, it's never enough. We always want more, which is not a bad thing, you know? It's not a bad thing to want. My mouth is freaking dry. I haven't even drunk water because I've been delivering and I can't just stop and use the restroom as much as I want. But anyways, everybody wants better for themselves. Everybody wants more for themselves, and I feel like I deserve more. My family deserves more. My mother deserves more. I put the people that love me through so much, and they're proud of me. They're proud of what I've accomplished and what I've done, but I think it's just me, you know? Like, I'm just super hard on myself, and I feel like I should be doing more. I don't have an identity. I don't have an identity, because I mean, even if you're the mother and you have a significant other, like, your kids are gonna grow up. Your kids are gonna grow up. They're gonna get girlfriends. They're gonna get wives. They're gonna have their kids, you know? You can't just be, your identity cannot just be a mother. Your identity cannot just be a wife or a fiance or a girlfriend. Like, that cannot be your identity, because, you know, then it's like, no, that's not all I want to be. I want to be more too. I want to have something for me, because then you get a resentment towards your husband or your boyfriend or, you know, your children, which, like, I've seen people be like, oh, well, if I didn't have these kids, I can do this or that. It's just crazy, because you can do it with kids. You can do good with kids too. It don't have to be like kids or doing good. Oh my God, why won't people let? But yeah, I'm having a pre-midlife crisis. I have no identity. I want to figure out what I want to do. I need to make changes because I need to do something, because the way I feel, the way what I'm thinking, it's not, I don't like it. I want something more for me and my family, and I don't want to live life always struggling. You know, I don't want to be like one paycheck away from being broke and homeless, you know, like, no. I feel like nobody should go through that. When I was in addiction, I went through it. I've been homeless before. I've been broke before. But I'm telling you, I had more money actually when I was in addiction most of the time, because I knew how to make money. But I don't know. I don't think I'm the only one that have these thoughts. I feel like everybody has some kind of thoughts of bettering themselves, but mine are super intense just because of my past and the late start, because of my own actions, which I take full responsibility for. And your past always comes back to bite you in the ass, you know. Always come back. So think before you want to think before the choices you make, because that is going to affect you the rest of your life. If you're watching this, I hope you like the video, and like and subscribe if you can, if you want to. If you don't want to, I understand. It's really hard watching that video, and I just got out of the shower, but I was editing that video. It's really hard watching that video, and it's gonna be even harder for me to convince myself to post this, but I know that other people are feeling the same way, and I just want to normalize, like, people to know that nothing's wrong with them if they feel that way. And as I'm watching it, I'm just thinking, like, do you not remember the tools that got you, you know, into recovery? Do you not remember all those things? Like, make a meeting. If you stop making meetings and you become complacent in your recovery, it would cause things to happen. You know, you go through a spiritual crisis, you know. It's insane that sometimes our brain just, you forget everything in a certain moment of, you know, extreme chaos in your own head. Like, it's sad watching me go through that, you know. It's really sad. It's like, I wish I could just pull myself out and be like, do you listen to you? Are you hearing yourself? Are you really saying all this stuff? You know? But I understand it. But then again, it's like, you know what you gotta do. You know what you're doing. You know, like, stop it. Just snap out of it and remember, one day at a time. We focus on today. Just for today. Stop focusing on, oh, my past this and this and that, and oh my, I want my future to be this and that, and it's not good for us. It's not good for people in recovery to do that, you know. It's not. We give our will and our life over to a power greater than ourselves. Mine is God, you know, and we let go, and we try not to control, like, try to be in control of our own lives, because we had control over our own lives in the past. When we got into addiction, like when we started using drugs and stuff, we had that control. And look at where we got ourselves. Like, we did not do anything good with that. So, do not like try to be in control over your life. You have to give that control over to God, you know, or whatever you believe in. If you don't believe in God, a power higher than yourself, greater than yourself, you know, just make sure that it's loving, you know, it can be spiritual, it can be other things. Just make sure it's loving, you know. But I'm sorry, I'm trying to hold my camera and I'm shaking. Anyways, I just wanted to say this before I post this video and finish editing it. I'm not even gonna edit this part, but yeah. Bye, you guys.